Have you ever trusted someone with all your heart, only to be left feeling betrayed and heartbroken? As we grow older, we naturally want to see the best in others, to offer kindness and extend trust. But what if we've been overlooking a critical truth, the reality that not everyone deserves our trust? The world has a way of testing us, especially when we've built a lifetime of emotional wealth. It's easy to let our generosity be taken advantage of, but the consequences of blind trust can be devastating. In today's video, I'm going to share crucial advice that can help you safeguard your peace, health, and emotional well-being as you navigate relationships in your later years. The first piece of advice is crystal clear. Don't trust everything and everyone that comes into your life. Trust must be earned, not given freely. Too many people, often with less than honorable intentions, prey on vulnerability, hoping to exploit your goodwill. How can you protect yourself from falling into this trap? Why should you watch until the end? I'll dive into the importance of recognizing warning signs that we often ignore as we age, and why this is essential for maintaining a safe, fulfilling life. We'll talk about the risks of self-sacrifice, how putting everyone else first can rob you of your happiness, leaving you drained and emotionally depleted. But that's not all. I'll also share why it's vital not to cling to the past, and why letting go of old hurts can lead to new opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Finally, I'll address a topic that's often uncomfortable to talk about, but it's one we need to confront: the importance of taking care of your sexual health and being cautious about intimacy as we age. These are topics that will empower you to live with confidence, protect your well-being, and ensure that your later years are filled with peace, joy, and meaningful connections. You've spent years building your life. Now it's time to protect it. Stay with me, and let's dive deep into how you can make smarter, healthier decisions in the years ahead. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. The first piece of advice is crystal clear. Do not trust everything and everyone that comes into your life. The world as we know it is not as simple as it might seem, and the harsh truth is that not everyone around you has good intentions. As we age, there's an undeniable urge to see the best in others, to offer kindness, and to extend trust freely. But the sobering reality is that not everyone deserves that trust, and far too often, those who do not have your best interests at heart will seek to exploit your generosity and goodwill, built up over decades of your life. Trust, no matter how precious or cherished, must be given with great discernment and caution. The importance of this cannot be overstated. As time marches on, it becomes all the more vital to safeguard your peace of mind, your hard-earned resources, and the stability you've worked so tirelessly to achieve. You've weathered enough storms to know that blind trust can lead to immense heartbreak and devastating consequences, be it in the form of betrayal, financial ruin, or toxic, draining relationships. Sadly, those with less honorable intentions often prey upon the vulnerability that comes with aging, seeing your kindness as an invitation to take advantage of your openness and trust. They may disguise their motives with charm or manipulation, all the while scheming to exploit your vulnerability for their own gain. This is why it's absolutely crucial to remain vigilant. Do not allow your generous heart to cloud your judgment. Trusting someone isn't a transaction, and it should never be rushed. Ask yourself, do their actions align with their words? Can you see consistency in their behavior? People who genuinely care for you will demonstrate their trustworthiness through transparent, steady actions, not fleeting promises or hidden agendas. They respect your boundaries and will never try to manipulate or rush you into decisions that benefit only them. This vigilance, this careful consideration of others' true intentions, is not about shutting yourself off from the world, but about protecting what you have. Time, as it has taught us, is a deceptive master. What appears to be good on the surface is not always what it seems beneath. Prudent caution, more than anything, will be your greatest armor. Be cautious of anyone who tries to rush their way into your life, or who makes grandiose promises without any real substance to back them up. When something feels too good to be true, it often is. When in doubt, always err on the side of caution. Your life, your peace, and your future deserve nothing less. Remember, the respect and trust you've earned over your lifetime should never be handed out lightly. It is earned, not given freely to those who demand it. Empty words, grandiose gestures, and sudden displays of affection are often nothing more than a smokescreen. Instead, trust those who prove time and time again through their actions that they genuinely care about you, not what they can gain from you. The people you choose to surround yourself with in this stage of life should be those who value your integrity, your wisdom, and your heart. True friendship and loyalty are rooted in respect and consistency. It is not about trusting everyone, but about trusting only those who have proven themselves worthy of your deepest affection, your trust, and your life's most precious experiences. The second piece of advice is nothing short of critical. Do not ignore the warning signs. As we grow older, it's natural to want to avoid conflict, to dismiss minor discomforts as simply part of aging, or to convince ourselves that certain things are just passing phases. However, to ignore the signs that something is wrong is to court disaster. What may start as a small, seemingly insignificant issue can spiral into much larger, more devastating problems in the future, whether those issues are related to your health, finances, or relationships. The truth is, the warning signs are there for a reason. They are not to be dismissed or brushed aside. They are there to be noticed, acknowledged, and acted upon. Why is this so vital? Because small, seemingly innocuous problems, when left unchecked, can grow into massive headaches that are far more difficult to address later on. For instance, a slight physical discomfort that you've grown accustomed to could actually be the first sign of something far more serious. Perhaps that nagging pain in your back or that unexplained fatigue is signaling a deeper issue that could be far easier to treat if caught early. Similarly, a shift in the behavior of a friend or a relative, a subtle change in tone, a suspicious glance, or an unprovoked criticism could be an indication of something far more troubling, like malicious intentions or emotional manipulation. A sudden shift in how someone close to you interacts with you, be it their words, their actions, or their disregard for your well-being, can be a clear red flag. Ignoring these signs could lead you down a path that you might not even be able to recover from. In matters of health, many of us are guilty of minimizing symptoms, chalking them up to just getting older, or assuming that what we're experiencing is simply par for the course. But that mindset can be a dangerous one. Every day, we hear stories of conditions that were overlooked or ignored for far too long, only to lead to irreversible damage. That persistent cough, the unexpected weight loss, or the shortness of breath that has been lingering for weeks, these are all signals from your body, warnings that demand attention. It's imperative to consult a doctor when something feels off. Your health is your most precious asset, and investing in prevention, by paying attention to those early signs, can be the difference between maintaining your quality of life and facing a much harder, more expensive battle down the road. Remember, the cost of prevention is always less than the cost of cure. In relationships, the warning signs can be even more insidious, often creeping up on you in subtle ways. Manipulative individuals often test your boundaries gradually, to see just how far they can push you without facing any confrontation. They might start with small requests, or try to isolate you from those who care about you, friends, family, anyone who might offer you a different perspective. They may begin controlling aspects of your life, your finances, your time, even your thoughts. One of the most dangerous aspects of manipulation is that it often makes you question your own judgment, causing you to doubt your perceptions and your instincts. This can be a slow, insidious erosion of your personal autonomy. Recognizing these signs early, before they become entrenched in your life, can prevent you from finding yourself trapped in a toxic or harmful situation that will be far harder to extricate yourself from later. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. So, be vigilant. Pay attention to the smallest details, the faintest shift in someone's attitude, the subtle changes in your own body, the slight discomforts that don't feel quite right. In the quiet moments, take the time to listen to your intuition. It knows when something is wrong. Ignoring these warning signs, as tempting as it may be in the moment, is not worth the long-term consequences that can follow. It may seem easier to dismiss discomfort, to go along with things, or to ignore that voice inside telling you that something is off. But doing so could set you up for heartache, health problems, and emotional turmoil later. Protecting yourself, whether physically, emotionally, or financially, is an act of self-care. Recognizing and acting on warning signs is the first, most important step toward ensuring that your golden years are lived in health, safety, and peace of mind. You deserve to enjoy this chapter of life with confidence, free from fear, and surrounded by those who truly have your best interests at heart. The third piece of advice is both controversial and vital. Do not sacrifice yourself for others to the point of forgetting who you are. In a society that often glorifies altruism, selflessness, and generosity, this advice might feel harsh, even callous. But the reality is that many, especially as they age, find themselves ensnared in the exhausting cycle of putting everyone else's needs ahead of their own. This relentless self-sacrifice, though often done out of love, can become a soul-crushing mistake that ultimately robs you of your own well-being. Why is this so critical? Because endlessly sacrificing yourself for others, whether it's your family, friends, or community, can lead to emotional depletion, physical exhaustion, and even financial strain. You've spent decades caring for your loved ones, supporting friends through their toughest times, and perhaps even being the steadfast pillar of your community. But there comes a point when you must stop and ask yourself the most important question: who is taking care of me? What happens when you pour every ounce of your energy into everyone else, leaving nothing for yourself? The answer is heartbreaking. You lose yourself. It's controversial because society often teaches us, especially in our later years, that we must be the wise and giving elder, the one who offers unconditional support and never asks for anything in return. But what no one tells you is that by neglecting your own needs, you not only harm yourself physically and emotionally, but you also become less able to offer genuine, meaningful help to those around you. An empty cup cannot quench anyone's thirst. If you are always giving to others, who is ensuring that your own needs are met? When you continuously neglect your mental and physical health in favor of others, you're not just risking your own well-being, you're also diminishing your ability to be there for others in the way they truly need. The truth is, you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot give what you do not have. It's vital to recognize that your health, your happiness, your peace of mind is non-negotiable. If you allow yourself to become drained, exhausted, or depleted, you won't be able to show up for those you love when they truly need you. This doesn't mean you should stop caring or helping others, but it does mean you must learn the art of balance. Take the time to prioritize yourself, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Spend time doing what brings you joy, what fills your heart, and what nourishes your soul. It's not selfish, it's survival. It's self-preservation. You deserve just as much love, care, and attention as those around you, and by giving yourself permission to nurture your own needs, you are ensuring that you will be stronger, healthier, and better equipped to help those you care about without losing yourself in the process. This piece of advice may be jarring for many, especially those who have spent a lifetime putting others first. But the truth is undeniable. Sometimes, you must put yourself first. Only then will you be able to offer your support to others in a truly meaningful and sustainable way. By caring for yourself, you are not only enriching your own life, but you're also ensuring that you can continue to be a source of strength, love, and support for those you cherish without becoming emotionally or physically depleted. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, and you owe it to yourself to make sure yours is always full. The fourth piece of advice is profound, yet often overlooked. Do not cling to the past. Nostalgia is a powerful and comforting force. It has the ability to bring warmth to our hearts and a sense of peace when we reflect on the people we loved, the places we visited, and the moments that once brought us joy. These memories serve as reminders of who we were, and in many ways, they shape the person we are today. However, while nostalgia can offer us comfort, living in the past can become a barrier that prevents us from fully engaging with the present and embracing the future. It can lock us in a time that no longer exists, and by doing so, it robs us of the chance to live fully in the here and now, to build new experiences, and to continue discovering parts of ourselves we never knew existed. Why is this advice so crucial, especially as we age? As we grow older, it's completely natural to reflect on the past with a sense of longing. We remember the good times, the joyful moments, and the people who made those moments unforgettable. We feel the weight of lost friendships, lost opportunities, and perhaps even lost love. There's a certain sweetness in remembering those things, a nostalgia that gives us a sense of connection to our former selves. Yet, this longing can be dangerous when we begin to idolize the past at the expense of our present lives. When you fixate too much on what was, you risk missing out on what could be, the new relationships, new passions, and new experiences that are still possible if you open yourself to them. Time is one of the most precious things we have, especially as we age. Every moment we live is an opportunity to write a new chapter in our story. However, if we are constantly looking over our shoulder at what we once had or the life we once lived, we are not fully present for what is happening around us now. It is so easy to fall into the trap of comparing the past to the present, of longing for the days when we were younger, more carefree, or more successful. But by doing so, we can lose sight of the joy and fulfillment that are still available to us. We become prisoners of our own memories, unable to break free and embrace the beauty of the life we are currently living. The risk of living too much in the past is not only that we miss out on what's available in the present, but also that we become emotionally stagnated. By clinging to memories of better days, we allow regret, sadness, and nostalgia to cloud our judgment. We forget that life doesn't end when certain chapters are over. No matter how much we wish we could go back to those glory days, the past remains a chapter we cannot rewrite. And while that may feel painful, there is immense freedom in realizing that the future is still unwritten. The truth is, the present moment is a gift, one that we must unwrap every single day with intention and curiosity. What many fail to recognize is that the potential for new experiences and personal growth never disappears, no matter our age. Every single day presents an opportunity to learn something new, to explore uncharted territory, and to surprise ourselves with our own capabilities. We may feel like we've passed our prime, but that is simply a narrative we've been fed by society. In reality, it's never too late to try something new, whether it's picking up an old hobby, traveling to a new destination, or even forming new friendships. The present moment is full of possibility, and all we have to do is choose to live it fully. If we continue to hold on to the past, whether it's out of fear, regret, or simply because it feels familiar, we risk losing the joy that still exists in the here and now. We are so focused on what once was that we forget to recognize the treasure in what still can be. The past, no matter how glorious or painful, cannot be altered. It is behind us, and that is where it belongs. What matters now is how we live today, how we create new memories, how we cultivate new joys, and how we prepare for the future with open arms and an open heart. Honoring your memories is not the same as living in them. Memories can serve as a beautiful source of inspiration, a reminder of the things we've loved, and the lessons we've learned. But when we let them become the driving force in our lives, they can start to act as chains, holding us back from stepping into the fullness of life that is still waiting for us. The real secret to living a fulfilling life in maturity is to find the delicate balance between cherishing what's behind us and fully embracing what lies ahead. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Remember this, you still have so much to offer, not only to the world but, most importantly, to yourself. What matters is what you choose to do with the time you have now. Do not let yourself be a prisoner of your own memories, no matter how beautiful or bittersweet they may be. You deserve to live the present fully, to seek out new experiences, and to approach the future with the same enthusiasm and curiosity you had in your younger days. The best chapters of your life may still be ahead of you, but only if you're willing to let go of what's behind and open yourself to what's to come. There is still so much more to discover, to create, and to experience. The time to start living fully is now, and the future is waiting for you with open arms. The fifth piece of advice is direct, essential, and may even be uncomfortable for some. Don't engage in oral sex with just anyone. This is a sensitive yet incredibly important topic, especially as we age. While intimacy remains a significant and beautiful part of life, no matter how many years we've lived, the need for caution in sexual health has never been more critical. As we grow older, we accumulate wisdom, but that wisdom also teaches us that certain risks, particularly in the realm of sexual intimacy, become more serious with age. Why is this so important? Because sexual health isn't just an isolated aspect of well-being. It affects every area of your life, from physical health to emotional stability. The risks associated with sexually transmitted infections, STIs, don't magically disappear with age. In fact, these risks can be heightened as we get older. Many people wrongly believe that the passing years, a long-standing friendship, or a trusting appearance automatically eliminate these dangers. But the truth is, STIs don't discriminate by age, relationship duration, or trust. In fact, older individuals are more vulnerable to the devastating effects of these infections. As we age, our bodies naturally become less resilient, and our immune systems may not respond as effectively to infections. What might be a mild issue for someone younger could become a serious and even life-threatening problem for an older person. The consequences of neglecting sexual health can be far-reaching and irreversible, leading to more complicated and harder-to-treat conditions. But the physical risks are only part of the equation. There's also a significant emotional vulnerability to consider. Intimate relationships are not just about the physical experience. They also tap into our emotional selves. When we engage in intimacy, especially without proper precautions, we expose ourselves on an emotional level as well. What might seem like a fleeting moment of pleasure can turn into something far more complicated. The emotional consequences of a reckless decision, especially if it leads to health issues, can be overwhelming. The peace of mind you once had can be shattered, replaced by worry, regret, and anxiety. These feelings are compounded by the fact that, as we age, we may have fewer opportunities to recover from such distress, leaving emotional scars that could last a lifetime. Therefore, the advice here is clear and non-negotiable. Be selective and take all the necessary precautions. There's never a time when your health should be compromised, but as you get older, it's even more crucial to be proactive about safeguarding your physical and emotional well-being. You've lived through so much, and now is the time to ensure that your health remains a top priority. Setting boundaries and choosing your partners carefully isn't about being overly cautious. It's about being wise, discerning, and protecting the most precious thing you have, your health. It's never too late to take a step back and make decisions with care, wisdom, and foresight. Intimacy, when done right, is meant to be a source of joy, connection, and mutual respect. It should not be a source of stress, regret, or health risks. In fact, intimacy, as we grow older, can become an even deeper and more meaningful experience when approached with awareness and care. With maturity comes the understanding that our sexual health is just as important as our emotional health, and they are both foundational to living a fulfilling life. Being sexually healthy is about more than just avoiding disease. It's about maintaining the ability to enjoy intimacy and emotional connections without the looming cloud of regret or anxiety. The wisdom you've gained over the years should be used to guide your choices. This wisdom enables you to see that, by protecting yourself, you're also protecting your future and your ability to continue enjoying life in all of its aspects. It's about more than just saying no to risky behaviors. It's about saying yes to a healthy, fulfilling life, one that allows you to continue forming meaningful relationships, pursuing your passions, and finding joy in the intimacy you deserve. Don't be swayed by haste, blind trust, or the allure of fleeting desires. While it may be tempting to believe that people you've known for a long time or have a close relationship with are automatically safe, the reality is that we all need to be vigilant. Even those we trust implicitly may not always have our best interests at heart, and the stakes are simply too high to leave anything to chance. Your health and emotional well-being are far too precious to risk for temporary gratification or convenience. Don't make the mistake of thinking that nothing can go wrong. The consequences of neglecting your health can be far-reaching, affecting not only your body but your mental and emotional peace. Remember, intimacy is a beautiful and important part of life, but it must be approached with caution, respect, and wisdom. By setting boundaries, making informed choices, and being proactive in protecting your health, you are ensuring that you can continue enjoying life, intimately and fully, for many years to come. Your well-being is worth safeguarding, and taking the time to prioritize yourself now will pay dividends in both your physical and emotional life. So, don't let the temptation of quick decisions cloud your judgment. Your health, peace of mind, and future happiness are too valuable to put at risk. Thank you for watching. We've covered some powerful insights today about relationships, emotional health, and managing our family dynamics as we grow older. So, what have you learned so far? What's one thing that really resonated with you, and how will you bring it into your daily life moving forward? I'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so feel free to share in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos focused on improving your relationships and well-being. Thank you again for being part of our community, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.